Hey there, TikTok. I'm about to do an oil change. I've already got my cardboard laid out, and there's a drain plug. Now I bought a wrench with a 1/2-inch drive, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Looks like I have a valve. Looks like I have a valve there, so I've already got my everything in place. Got my drain. I think it's 45 quarts capacity, and it's a pretty easy process. But you just want to make sure you're in an area where it's not going to make a mess. And so, pardon the bad camera work, but it's hard to talk and work, or hold the phone and work. But anyway, I'm changing the oil on a 2014 International ProStar. Okay. All right. Not much room back up here. What I don't want to do is drop my phone in the oil. That won't be good. But anyway, so I got it warmed up. I got it operating temperature. I've already done that part. And now I'm just going to, I got gloves on. I don't know if you can see them, gloves. I think these are called nitro gloves, right? And I think that's what they recommend you do. And let's see. Let's see if I can get this drain going a little bit. You gotta really be careful. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, so you have to pull down on this. All right. Okay. All right, okay, see that? The oil's coming out. All right. And I did that way intentionally because I didn't want it spilling all over the place. But as I mentioned, you want to get it operating temperature because you want that oil to drain out, all that oil. Today, it's a slow day at work, so this gives me the opportunity to let it all that oil drain out. And you want to make sure that you check with the specifications of your truck. This is an International ProStar, but it has a Cummins ISX 15 engine, and so you want to make sure that you check the specifications so you know what the intervals are, whether it's time or whether it's miles. As everyone says, oil is extremely important. It's the most important thing to the life of your engine. So, you know, you can do it either the hard way or you can do it the easy way. The easy way is change that oil. So now I'm going to go ahead and open the valve a little more. That's going to allow the oil to come out a little quicker. And then I'm going to go up top. And when I go up top, I'm going to open the cap. And that's going to, so you can see that, you can see the oil coming out more, faster now. I'm just opening the valve here. This one has a valve. A lot of them has a 1/2-inch drive. I think I've heard of some that has a 3/4 drive plug. 3/4 drive plug. This one has doesn't have either one. It has a valve that must have been already installed. So that makes my life easier. If you could bear with me here for just a second here. Okay. All right, so here I am again in Savannah, Georgia at QFS. This is the truck, 2014 International ProStar. And I'm gonna go ahead and open the hood, and I'm gonna go ahead and remove the cap. Opening the hood now. It's hard to do it everything with one hand here. Alright, there's the cap. Here's the engine oil still draining, right? And what I may do is change the position of this. There you go. And also, it has a vent pipe, not a vent pipe, a vent hole. And I'll show you. But anyway, if you want to make sure you remove that vent hole on this thing here, you want to remove the vent. It's over there in that corner, and then what it does, it just allows it to drain quicker. That's all. So it's just okay. So gonna see the drain, how it's flowing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and see if it comes out quicker. Maybe a little quicker. Alright, so that's been completely removed, and we're just going to let it drain. And as I mentioned before, you want to make sure it's at operating temperature, because you want to make sure all that oil gets out of there. You don't want to go to the trouble of trying to change your oil and still have oil left in there. So you want to make sure you get it up to operating temperature, and make sure you got plenty of time, and let that oil just come on down and off the cylinder walls and parts of the engine. And then that way, when you replace it, you know that you're putting fresh oil in there. Now I'm going to go ahead, while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for a second, and I'm going to go put oil in my my oil filter. Okay, so there's my oil filter here. Oil filter here. Now I think I've heard other drivers say that they recommend Fleet Guard filters, and I've heard other people say it don't really matter. So I guess the jury's out on that, whether it's Fleet Guard or another brand. I think the main thing, as long as you change it on regular intervals, don't go too long without changing both. I think that's the main thing. It's change that oil. And I think I've heard too, especially when the weather's hot, because it's gonna, the engine oil has a tendency to break down quicker when it's hot, and it's been hot. It's been really hot. It's middle of August right now, almost the end of August, and so this is a really good time to change that oil. Okay. Still coming out. I think I'm gonna open that valve a little more and let it go out a little faster. So I don't know if you can see, there's that valve right here, pointing to the valve right there. So just kind of push down on it. You can see it speeding up there, right? Good. So, speeding up. It's really coming out now. Okay. Good. So it's coming out fast now. You can see that, right? That stream of oil. Now, I've seen another TikToker, or I guess YouTuber, say that he just takes that the new oil filter, and he puts. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate for you. I've got my oil filter here, and what he does is he takes the 3 gallons of oil, and he makes like a little kind of makes a little box, and then he got my oil here. Pardon me 1 second. So he takes the oil, puts them together like this, and obviously you got to take the plastic off. He fills them that way, and then he takes oil and he rubs it around the top. And when you fill the oil, when you fill it, you want to fill it a little bit at a time, and because the filter has to absorb the oil. So you can't fill it all at once. You have to fill a little bit at a time, and then put a little bit of a film of oil around the top. And that's essentially how it's done. So that's pretty much it's cut and dry. You drain the oil, you put the filter in, fill it up, and that's pretty much it. So I hope this video can help someone, and if you can, please remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe if you can. That's all I have. Over and out.